Welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Hubsan ZINO 4K drone. Let's do it. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Jack. I produce weekly content based around video editing, videography, or how to make money making videos. Subscribe if that sounds interesting to you. Today, we're taking a look at a pretty cool 4K drone. Pretty cheap one as well. It's a, in my opinion, an amazing budget drone for the fact that it is really cheap, half the price of probably anything that's gonna, be more industry standard, like a DJI product or something like that. But it's still holding up with phenomenal 4K quality. I just shot a car shoot last week. I went over to a car dealership, shot a whole bunch of nice clips with them. I've also gone around with my homie Noah, tried this out a whole bunch on top of some hills and all sort of cool stuff. So I got a whole bunch of footage to kind of go through, and we're gonna just be doing a drone review pretty much. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, first off, you can already probably tell by my little brief description and words on this so far that I think it's a good drone. I do. It's also the first ever good drone I've owned. I've owned some pretty crap ones, some little kind of budget mess around ones that companies have just sent me for a little review. And just for full transparency, Hubsan also sent me this product for free for me to do a review. So I'm going to still make a completely unbiased review, obviously. Without further ado, let's do it. So the price is about 350 pounds or about $400 if you're over there in the States. And by all means, it's a really good price cap or price point for the quality that it's going to produce. So on screen right now is an example of the quality, and I'm actually going to go ahead and throw the DJI Mavic Air quality next to it so you can actually see a kind of direct comparison to the DJI product, which DJI, they make phenomenal drones. Anybody who's big into their drones, they probably got a DJI Mavic Air, a Mavic Pro, a Mavic Spark, something like that, and it holds up. It genuinely holds up. I believe the DJI Mavic Air, which is the one we're comparing it to, is about double the price, right? So half the price, and the quality is definitely not half the quality. I think it's really good quality holding up compared to it, and it's got a whole bunch of dope features in there as well if we start messing around with it. It's got object track orbiting, which I couldn't figure out. It wasn't really working. It's got some kind of like waypoints and stuff like that. You can make it go from point A to point B. It's got a whole bunch of other cool features in case you get lost flying it too far, like return to home and, land in place and all sort of little kind of operational features like that. And overall, it's holding up really, really good from probably the 5-6 flights that I've had with it so far. The battery holds up decently well. I'd say the battery lasts for about 30 minutes, something like that, 25 minutes. So if you got two of them, you got about an hour of flight time, I'd say. And overall, it's really, really good. The only downside, I think, or a couple little downsides, we'll probably get to those in a second. Screw it. Let's keep with the positive first. So what's in the box? When you actually open up the box, this bad boy that I got here on my left-hand side, you're going to get the drone itself, the drone body, then you're going to get the controller, some connector cables, whole bunch of connector cables, a charging, kind of special charger that you're going to need, and, some manuals just to kind of walk and talk you through things. And that's pretty much everything you're going to receive in the box. I got the box a little bit muddy. It's kind of a little bit more muddy on the back. You've probably seen a couple little stains right there. I'm not really going too hard on the preservation of the packaging at the end of the day, and I have not gotten a better carrier case for it, so currently I'm still moving around with the box, but it's nice in there. They got a whole mold and everything like that, and it's all good. Also, the camera comes with a gimbal protector right here, which I've taken off for the sake of the video. But how does it work? Super, super simple, kind of like every other drone. You just go ahead and put a micro SD into the side. You gotta make sure you hear the click, so it doesn't fall out. It's a little bit dodgy, but you gotta be pretty dumb to do that. You just hear the click, and then it's obviously locked in place. Then you download the Hubsan X app, or the X Hubsan app. It's it's available on the side of the box. They give you a barcode, or you could just type in X-Hubsan to the App Store and download it. And then you slide the phone into the controller. You power on the controller after connecting the connector cable from the controller to the phone, which pretty much just taps everything in. And then you turn on the controller and you turn on the drone, and there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. You're flying. You can go ahead and click the takeoff button, or you can manually power up the rotors yourself. I'd suggest you don't. It's a little bit weird. You got to pull the thumbsticks to the kind of diagonal points. It's a little bit weird. It doesn't really feel too official, if you will, but there's a cool takeoff button right on the app where you press it, and it just takes off to about 2 meters in the air, something like that, and then you can proceed with it. But overall, I had an absolute blast flying this thing the few times I've flown it. Like I said, I went out to a shoot where I was shooting a promo video for a car dealership, and we went to a nice big open car park, flew it about. I also tried to fly it at the dealership. Let me show you some hilarious footage, right? I tried to fly it at the dealership between these two flags, and that's what I'm going to get to now. This is so funny for me to remember this. This was literally a few days ago, but the wind actually carried it into a flag, and it ended up crashing. It crashed and then flew way up into the sky. I didn't even do anything. I guess it had some crash thing that it does where I guess if it crashed, it tries to just correct itself, and it flew way high up in the sky and then actually just came back to me, and I was able to turn it off, and I actually kind of cut my fingers on the propellers while I was just trying to force it off, and hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Completely messed it up. Well, messed up the flight. It actually did nothing to the drone, which is amazing. It goes to show how robust this little guy is right here. And honestly, I was really impressed that it didn't smash into pieces. Not only did I crash it that time, but I also crashed it the first time I ever flew it accidentally by pressing the return to home feature and not realizing that I took it off underneath a tree. So it tried to come underneath the tree and just crashed. But it was fine then as well. So I've been a little bit dodgy with the with the flights. Overall, it's my first proper really good drone, but final thoughts, I think it holds up really well. Unfortunately, it does not have any crash detection, so if you're going close to a tree or something like that on a DJI Mavic product, you're gonna get some beeps and stuff, so you know to start pulling away in the opposite direction so you don't crash. This, you don't have that, so you got to be watching it at all times or just keeping a very close eye on the location of it and everything like that. And in terms of the flight distance, it can go about 1 kilometer, so it's pretty cool. I'm a little bit nervous flying it too far with all my crashes. I don't want it to come down on somebody's car, which in my mind is a likely possibility. Probably not at the end of the day, but great drone. Good price point, really good budget drone. It's obviously a significant amount of money, £350 to $400, but in terms of the quality that you get from this, it is easily a budget device for the fact that anything really that's more industry standard, like a DJI product, is costing way more, and the quality is still better, but at the end of the day, not by loads. So the quality on this holds up easily, and you can easily use it for any professional shoots. Like I said, I brought it to a gig I was shooting at a dealership the past few days, or what was it, last week, Thursday, Friday, something like that, or Wednesday, Thursday, and the quality holds up to the DJI Mavic Air. That right there is the review. Hope you guys enjoyed. The link to the Zino, the Hubsan ZINO, will be down below in the description. You can go ahead and check it out. And, if you want to support the channel and you enjoyed my review, you enjoyed this whole review itself, then you can purchase from the Amazon link down below, and that will obviously support the channel, their affiliate links. So, yeah, if you want to support the channel, that's a great way to do it, purchasing from the affiliate links linked in the description. Thank you guys for watching the video. I've been ItsJackCole. Have a nice day, and I will see you in an upcoming video.